Okay. So what are we playing today? It's called Amazing Tales by Martin Lloyd. I got it off Drive-Thru RPG last night on my mission to find games to encourage my children to enjoy the wonder of role-playing games. And so what have we been doing so far? We've invented some characters, haven't we?
Yeah.
So in Amazing Tales, you play through stories, and I'm going to take Seth and Molly on an adventure through a story. And in this particular story, it's taking place in a deep, dark wood. And Seth has chosen to be an animal, a talking animal. So what kind of animal have you chosen?
A wolf?
A wolf, that's right, yeah. And in this game, you've got to choose 4 things that character is good at.
I want a dummy.
You want your dummy? Okay, here it is.
Thank you.
Right, you're welcome, Molly. You might have to take it out when you're playing the game, though. You're going to go sit down.
No, that one.
Pardon?
No, that one.
You want to watch Batman instead of playing this game? Well, that's okay. You maybe Seth can control 2 characters for this game instead of Molly's. So you chose a wolf and you had to choose 4 skills. Do you want to use that in the game, Molly? Yeah, go sit down then, and you can use. So your ferret is riding a motorbike. Okay. So maybe what was one of Molly's skills? Number 3 was your fairy was good at eating, which might be useful, but I think.
I'm talking.
And talking, she's good at talking. I think riding a motorbike is going to be even more useful in this adventure. So Seth, tell everybody on YouTube what your 4 skills are that your wolf can do.
Play dead, call for friends.
So like his wolf pack, he howls, doesn't he? Ow! And the wolf pack comes to help him. You want to watch Batman instead? Okay, me and Seth will play this game and you go watch Batman.
Flying and I can't.
Remember what you put on the last one?
Turning into a werewolf.
Werewolf, yes. So he becomes a scare. Not only is he a normal wolf, but he turns into a scary werewolf when he needs to. Yes, Molly.
And only in a fight.
Only in a fight. Okay. So I've set Molly up watching her favourite Batman. So maybe that's holding the attention of a 3-year-old might be a bit difficult. But this game, I think it was advertised at 3-year-olds upwards. And how old are you, Seth?
6.5.
6.5. So you're excited to play this game, aren't you? You've played a few. We've played Hero Kids before, haven't we?
Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons.
An adapted version of Dungeons and Dragons. What's that game that's a bedtime storybook? Is it Fabled?
Stuffed Fables.
Stuffed Fables. That's pretty good, isn't it? So, and then Seth has designed his character sheet. So he's given a name, which is called Were.
Yeah.
And you're a wolf, werewolf. And you've drawn a picture of a wolf. And then this is an interesting mechanic. So each of those skills, Seth has ordered them in what he thinks werewolf does best. So he thinks that he's very good at playing dead. So he just like rolls over and
if there's a tree behind him, he just lays down on a tree like that.
And people think he's dead. And
So they won't take
the
him.
other creatures and the other fairies and things like that in the wood just think he's dead. Some of them will be very upset about that. Some of them might be glad that a scary werewolf is dead. And then his next best ability is the wolf call. Ow! And then the one after that is flying.
Yeah.
So he's good at that, but not as good as the other ones.
'Cause he crashes.
Oh, does he crash sometimes? All right. Like George of the Jungle, watch out for that tree. And then the final one is, remember what this one was?
Turning into a werewolf.
Actually turning into the scary part of the wolf, yeah?
And
So
it sometimes doesn't work.
No, and in the game, this is represented by these dice. And you've got to be successful in what you want to do, you've got to score 3 or more. So obviously that is going to be easier on a D12. While going to get harder on a D10, and harder still on your D8, and even harder on your D6. So that's how I play the game. So, shall we begin?
Yeah.
So, this story begins in the deep dark wood. This is our setting, and it's quite a nice sunny day. It's been raining recently, and you know when it's been raining and you can smell that funny smell like it's all dusty, like the dust is all wet. So it's a bit like that. But the birds are singing, and you can hear laughter, and you follow the laughter, and there you can see is Mrs. Cat. Now, Mrs. Cat, you know, has had 10 kittens. 10 kittens. That's a lot of kittens to look after. Can you imagine that? Having to look after 10 children. I just have to look after you and Molly. And that's hard work sometimes. Good fun, but hard work. And so you see her playing with her 10 kittens. And she knows that you are a big scary wolf sometimes, but she also knows you can be a very kind and friendly wolf. And you're not looking scary right now. So what are you going to do? You've seen Mrs. Cat and her lovely 10 kittens. What do you want to do?
Give them a ride.
Give them a ride? What a great idea. That is such a cool idea. So, wonder if... Are you going to give them a flying ride?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so Mrs. Cat, she's like, I don't know, Mr. Werewolf. Are you sure they'll be okay?
I'll fly above the trees so I can't crash into anything.
Oh, yes, because I've heard you crash sometimes, Mr. Werewolf. Are you sure they're going to be safe?
Yeah.
You promise me?
Yeah.
Okay, so Mrs. Cat, what shall we call her?
Goldilocks.
Mrs. Goldilocks, that's a good name. So, because she's got gold hair, she picks up each kitten one by the scruff of their neck and drops them onto your back. So, and you start running really, really fast, faster and faster. Now,
I don't run fast. I just fly straight up.
so, all right, I've got that wrong. So you just start floating up like a Harrier jump jet or something like that. Ooh, is there a magic word that you need to say or something like that? Okay.
I just fly straight up in the air.
And then can you zoom backwards and forwards and round and round? Yeah, so you start flying. Now
I can do loop-de-loop.
And the loop-de-loop. Are you going to attempt to loop-de-loop?
No.
No. Well, there are lots of trees and lots of birds suddenly fly out from the trees. They're scared. They've just seen a werewolf flying in the sky.
I'm a normal wolf now.
Well, yeah, you're a wolf, but that's still scary to like the crows. And you know crows, they're always chasing other birds away. Well, they're going to try and attack you and chase you away. It's like, wah, we're a flying wolf. Wah! And they're going to start chasing you away. So you need to use your flying dice, this one, to try and get away from the wolves. They're like, wah, we're going to get you. Wah! So roll this dice, and you need to get 3 or more to dodge the crows, like flying down and trying to attack you.
What did you say? Far or more?
3 or more. A 1! Oh my goodness, that's like the worst roll you can get. So one of the crows comes flying down and you dodge away. Dodging a crow's easy for you, but what you forgot was that you've got 10 kittens on your back, and the crow bumps into a kitten and knocks it off. It's falling down to the ground. What do?
Fly down and sweep him back on.
You're going to fly down and sweep it back on. You better roll for another flying skill then. This time you better get 3 or more. A 4. That was close. It was just about to hit the ground. You were going as fast as you can. Mrs. Cat screaming, "Ah, my lovely little tinkles!" And you're flying down, sweat coming off you. Oh my goodness, I'm not going to get this kitten in time. And boom!
And it was this close to the ground.
Yeah, you catch it just in time. And that shuts the crows up because they were laughing because they're evil little crows. That kitten's going to get squashed. Teach you for flying up in the trees. But you catch the kitten just in time and land back down on the ground.
And the kitten went, wee, I want to do that again.
That was fun. We want to do it again. Mummy. Let us do it again. That was fun. Yeah, they all scream. Little mummy cat, Mrs. Goldilocks. She's like, oh my God, oh my goodness, I'm having a heart attack. I'm like, get off that wolf right away. Thank you, Mr. Wolf. Thank you for taking my children on an amazing adventure. But I need to have a break now. I've still got to find them new mummies and daddies. All these kittens have to go live with someone new. Now, if you meet anyone or have any ideas of who these kittens can go live with, let me know. But I'm going to have a rest in my bed now. So the cat and their kittens rush back into their little house. But just then, Badger comes running over. Wolf! Wolf! I need your help. What do you do?
What do you need?
Oh, do you know the witch that lives up in the tower?
Yeah.
You'll never guess what she's done.
What?
She's stolen Mr. Biggles the owl. She's kidnapped him.
Okay.
Will you come and help me and rescue him?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go then. How are we going to get there? It's a bit of a dangerous trek. We've got to go through the swamp, through the caverns, and then back up out of the caverns and into the witch's field. Can you think of any good ways of getting there?
You can hop on my back and I'll try and fly there.
Oh, I don't know. I've seen you crash lots of times. Was that you falling out of the sky, chased by the crows?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Catching a baby kitten.
I'm not going to fly. I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to walk to the woods. I'm too scared of flying with you.
Can you please get me in a fight quickly and there's some animals and then I can turn into a werewolf and we can just walk?
Yes, we can do that. So you make your way to the edge of the woods with Mr. Badger to rescue Mr. Biggles, the owl the witch has taken. But when you get to the edge of the creepy woods, you can see up in the woods lots of eyes looking at you. What do you think that is?
The monkey.
Yeah. And what do you know about the witch?
She's got flying monkeys.
She has got flying monkeys, that's right.
No, but the flying monkeys don't like me.
No, they don't like you at all. They've been in fights with you before. And before you know it, 4 of them fly down out of the sky and start attacking you, dropping coconuts and stones and things like that on your heads.
Now I can turn into a werewolf. But I've got to have more than...
So you need to roll your werewolf dice to see if you can turn into a werewolf.
Do I still need more than
You
3?
need 3 or more. Yes, you get a 4. You're so angry by the past battles that you've had with the flying monkeys. You know that they're really horrible, these flying monkeys, and it makes you really angry. A bit like the Incredible Hulk, and you turn straight into werewolf.
So I need to throw my die.
Yeah, so what you're going to do next, one of them lands on Badger's back and starts flying away with him. What are you going to do? What's that? That's your play dead dice. You've rolled the wrong dice.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? No, you're already a werewolf. What are you going to do now? What do you want to do? The flying, starting to fly off with Badger. If you tell me what you want to do, I'll help you. What would you
Fly.
do? So you want to fly after them? Okay. So
But I can only use one dice at a time
yeah,
when I'm a werewolf.
you can use any of them. So roll your flying dice. You're going to fly after them.
Yeah.
Get back here with my friend Badger. So roll your flying dice.
2.
And you've scored a 2. You start to run and chase after them, and you're about to take off when you put your foot down a rabbit hole, and you trip over, and you can see the monkeys fly off into the distance with Badger heading towards the witch's tower. What do you do next? So Badger told you that you've got to go through the scary woods, down into the cavern, and then back up out of the cavern to the witch's tower.
I can't stay for a werewolf that long because I've only got 5 minutes until I turn back.
Yeah, well now you've stopped fighting, that's when you calm down and you've turned back to normal wolf.
I will pinch Rose's motorbike.
Pardon?
Pinch Rose's motorbike.
Yeah, so just then, if Molly was here, Rosie comes speeding past and does a skid. Hey up, Wary! What's going on?
did I just see Badger being carried away by those horrible monkeys?
Yeah.
How can I help?
Can I borrow your motorbike?
I suppose so. Why don't I just give you a ride and you come with me?
Okay.
So you hop onto the back of Rosie's motorbike and you start speeding through the forest. And lots of branches try to knock you off because there's low-lying branches and creepy vines falling down all around you.
And tree monsters.
And yeah, one of the tree monsters that live in there tries to grab you. What are you going to do?
I'll bite the tree.
You bite the tree. So I think that would be one of your werewolf skills. So give me a werewolf roll.
No, but I'm not fighting, so I can't turn into a werewolf.
You can when a tree's trying to attack you.
2.
No, so you go to bite him. And he misses. It's because Rosie's driving a motorbike so fast and you speed past before the tree monster can get you and before you even got time to bite him. And before you know it, Rosie does a big massive skid and you've reached the entrance of the cavern. Now Rosie tells you, I can't take my bike down into the cavern. We're going to have to go on foot from here.
Okay.
So what do you want to do? There's a big cave entrance. What are you going to do?
Can I just have a look at my sheet?
Yeah, Molly's.
To ask her something.
Rosie is good at flying, running, eating, and swimming.
Running. So if she's good at running, can she give me a running power? Put a running power on me.
Yeah. So roll Rosie's running dice. So
This one.
that one, yeah. Give that a roll for me. Trying to get 3 or more. Yeah, 9. Easy. So Rosie.
Yeah, and then I go 9 miles an hour if I get 9.
Ah, yeah, good idea. That's quite a fast run. So Rosie reaches in her pocket and sprinkles some running magic powder on you. And now you can run as fast as she can. And you start running through the cavern. And before you know it, you've popped up sneakily into the witch's field, which is like her big garden where she grows all her witch's herbs and pumpkins and things like that. Just in time to see the 4 monkeys take Badger up to the top of the tower. So what are you going to do now? And you can hear the witch.
I've still got 10 minutes until the running power goes away.
Yeah, that's right.
So I can go over there in at the edge of the cave.
Yeah.
And go super fast and run up the tower.
You're going to run up the tower. Okay, so I think we need another roll from Rosie. So see if Rosie can keep up with you, because she's only little. So roll Rosie's running dice. Oh yeah, easy peasy, no problems whatsoever. So she can keep up with you. So you're running that fast. You run up the side of the witch's tower, and you can see through the window that she's sat in a chair and she's cackling, and you can see something. So some flapping of feathers, but you can't see what's quite going on in front of her, in front of the table. And she's cackling and cackling and cackling. What do you think's going on?
She's taking some of Mr. Badger's hairs off and putting them in a potion.
No, Mr. Badger's, he's sat at the table as well. And you can't quite see him, and all you can hear him saying, No, stop it! Not again, stop it! What do you think's going on?
I don't know.
You better find out. So, how do you think you can get in there? This is you looking through the window of the tower.
I can ask Rosie to do one of her eating spells.
Yeah.
And eat the window open.
Good idea. Right, pick up her eating dice then, and see if you can get a 3 or more. A 6, easy, yeah. She starts eating.
It's a 9.
No, see the little line?
Oh, yeah.
That means it's a 6. So, yeah, but that's enough. Rosie starts chomping down on the window. Who knew that a little pink fairy could eat a window? And she even eats the stones around it. And when you look at her, she's got massive teeth when she wants to. And the witch spins around. What's that noise? She says.
Teeth are as big as this.
Yeah. And in burst Rosie and you, the werewolf. And what do you say to the witch? She's got Mr. Biggles, the owl, and Badger.
Give me my friends back.
Who? Oh, Miss Biggles and this Badger? But they're my guests. What do you say to that?
Just give me them back now.
Well, I'm not sure they want to. Do you want to leave, Mrs. Biggles? Well, I have been here quite a while now, but it's been very nice. Thank you for the food and drinks. But I really would like to go. I think I've been dancing for you for far too long. And Mr. Badger says, yes, please stop the dancing. I couldn't take any more. What do you say?
Just give me them back now.
Oh, and the witch turns around and says, but I'm ever so lonely. You see, my black cat, Mr. Lucky, well, turns out he ran out of luck and he's dead now and I'm all lonely. I need a new friend. And I thought Mrs. Biggles, the owl, could be my friend. I miss my cat.
That's probably off. Could because Rosie's good at swimming,
Mm-hmm.
can she spawn in some water?
Some what, sorry?
Water and then put in a fish. 'Cause she's good at swimming.
Yeah.
And she's a fairy, so she can do water powers.
What, and get the witch a fish?
Yeah,
As a pet?
yeah.
That's a good idea. Why don't you tell the witch that idea?
Why don't Rosie give you a pet fish?
Oh, that sounds lovely. But fish don't do much talking and playing. That's really kind of you, but I really need a new cat. But I don't know where to get a cat from.
What about a super fish?
What's a super fish?
It's a red fish with a blue cape on it and it's got superpowers.
I like the sound of that. But I really want a cat. Do you know anywhere I can get a cat? Any cats needing a new home?
Yeah?
Where?
Back in my forest.
What?
Kittens.
How many?
10?
10? Has Mrs. Cat had 10 kittens?
Yeah?
Oh, well, she was the one that gave me my last cat. Do you think she'll let me have a kitten?
Maybe.
Oh, that'd be lovely. So, you and Rosie the fairy, Badger and the owl agree to go back to the deep dark forest and speak to Mrs. Cat. And Mrs. Cat agrees to let one of her kittens go live with a witch, because there was lots of rumours about the witch being really mean, but she wasn't really, and Mrs. Cat knows her quite well actually, and she knows that her little baby that went to live with the witch had a very happy and wonderful life. She was fed lots and lots and got played with lots and lots, and the monkeys combed her hair and looked after her. So Mrs. Cat agrees, and the witch was so happy that she gave you a new power. What's that new power?
I'm only allowed 4.
You're allowed another one now.